Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Click to subscribe Believing Beings and press the bell icon to get notified about new videos.
My name is Afiq Farid and I'm a student. I live in Kedah state in Malaysia. I have a very important question. If this life was a test, then how about people that have been chosen by Allah to become prophets? They are masoom. They do not have any sins. And it's easy for the Prophet to enter Jannah. Is this not unjust for humans like us? But the Atif Farid from Kedah, Malaysia asked the question that if this life is a test for the hereafter, and Allah has chosen some people as messengers, as prophets of God, and they are sinless, and they don't do any sin, so isn't it injustice for human beings like us? These people are masoom, they are sinless, we have to undergo test and turmoil, and then we go to Jannah. What about these messengers? Brother, your knowledge of Islam is very weak. Our beloved Prophet ﷺ said, the most difficult test would be undergone by the Ambiyas. The most difficult test that Allah will give to any of the human beings are the messengers of God, are the prophets of God. There is no normal human being who will get a test which is more difficult than the test given to the Ambiyas. And there were 124,000 messengers sent on the face of the earth, 124,000 prophets sent on the face of the earth. So to say that these messengers will not undergo a test is totally wrong. Allah clearly says that, do you think you will enter Jannah without being tested? So these messengers are who? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala chooses men amongst men. He knows that these people will pass the test. These people will pass the most difficult test. Allah is ilm ghaib. So when He knows that amongst the human beings, these few human beings, if they underwent a very difficult test, they will pass, they will not fail. So Allah, having ilm ghaib and knowing that these human beings will not fail the most difficult test, chooses them as messengers. So for you to say they will not undergo test is totally wrong. Yes, they are masoom. Masoom means sinless. So because they have the capacity to pass these difficult tests, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protects them and makes them sinless. But to say that they did not undergo test is totally wrong. And amongst all the messengers, the best messenger was the last and final messenger, Prophet Muhammad. And we know from his seerah the amount of turmoil, the amount of trouble, the amount of headache, the amount of criticism, the amount of abuses that he got. We cannot even bear 1% of this. So for you to say it's unjust for the other human being is totally illogical. In fact, these messengers, they are tested by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And they undergo the most difficult test, and Allah knows they'll pass, therefore He makes them messengers. And Allah clearly says in the Quran that no one will enter Jannah without being tested. And all of us, including the messengers, including the Sahabas, including the normal human beings, if we pass the test, follow the guidelines given by Allah and His Rasul, inshallah we'll enter Jannah. Hope that answers the question.